Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy birthday, Northern Ireland. We're 2 days early, but happy birthday to you. 100 on Monday. Yay! So tonight's show is celebrating the birthday of Northern Ireland by looking at all of the bands who are over 100 years old. If you're not sitting comfortably, get sitting comfortably because this is going to be a long show. Okay, so I'm going to read as few as possible of the comments, but I'll wonder if Valerie got them t-shirts from Primark yet. So we're watching bands today.
And I just want to make a big while he's on still there. Apologising to Jensen because I spelt his name wrong last night, so I do apologise. Jensen.
You spelled it. It was me.
No, I spelt his name wrong. Cause I spelled it. I said it's Jensen.
I didn't even spell his name wrong.
You called him something different.
I renamed him.
I spelled his name with an O instead of an E. It's Jensen, not Jensen. So I apologise, Jensen.
I'm not only renaming bands and renaming wives, I'm renaming our wee Jensen. I'm useless, absolutely useless. So we've got loads and loads and loads and loads to get covered tonight. So I will talk as little as it's possible for me to talk, which is probably not very much because I'll always see something I want to comment on. But let's get through the host bands first. I can't read. Craigavon Protestant Boys would have been having their parade tonight. Like, I can't even work my mouse without my glasses on. Craigavon Protestant Boys would have been having their parade tonight. This is them in 2019 at the is that right? The Mid-Ulster Memorial Parade?
That's the one.
I've just got a blur.
You done well.
Thank you. I can see distance is fine, but don't ask me to read without my glasses. So this is Craigavon. Their parade should have been this evening. First up on our host bands tonight. Thank you, everyone, for saying that my hair's looking well. I washed it, basically. I had to go out in public the day because I got to Ballymoney. I got to see bands. Whoever would have believed that I would have been so excited about seeing 3 bands? Like I said to my friend today, whenever she was up with me, I says, if I had told you 5 years ago that you would be uber excited to get to see a parade with only 3 bands, would you have believed me? And she went, I'd have told you to catch your salon. I wouldn't have been going out of the house for 3 bands. And there we were the day in Ballymoney. all excited about 3 bands and getting to see people again. It was so good to see regular faces that you normally would see
Nope.
at parades and get speaking to everybody.
Not the only one. And it is so strange whenever somebody just walks up to you and goes, "You do that virtual band parade."
I never got that.
4 times today I got that.
Right, okay, look, could you see this face here, okay? Could you actually speak to me? Do I look so miserable
Yes.
when I'm out that nobody
Yes.
wants to speak to
Yes.
me?
And scary.
Is that what it is?
Yes. See, I have got a welcoming face and welcoming.
I think they just take pity in you. I think they just sort of go, oh, look, there's that wee critter.
That wee creator in the corner.
Alan Finley says, yay, the wifey is it, so I got you on the big screen tonight. Alan, admit it, you just want the accordions on the big screen. Thank you all so much for the comments. Keep them coming in. I will get reading them all later on because we're trying to get through as many things as tonight.
There is accordions.
Oh, yes, there's definitely accordions, dear. There's definitely accordions.
Not many. Not many.
No, there isn't now, to be fair. Believe it or not,
They're
more pipe bands than I was expecting. I was really shocked at the number of pipe bands. But anyway, let's get on to our next band. Our next band, who would have been having a parade tonight, was Cairncastle Flute Band. This is them at their own parade in 2019. Adrian McAvenna says they probably think if I start talking to the Undall off the band's form, we'll be here all night. Could be.
They wouldn't be far wrong.
Though I did say to Nicola today, I said, I don't know whether it's my imagination, but there's sometimes people are staring at me, and then I don't know whether it's because I look weird or because they think they recognise me. So if you think you recognise me, just speak. Don't just stare. Okay, just speak.
And just a wee announcement from Miller Memorial.
Yes.
They have sold all their badges and all
Well
their
done.
flags.
Well
So
done.
a big massive thank you from Miller Memorial to everybody who has purchased such
Excellent.
items. And well
Excellent.
done on Miller Memorial of getting them all offloaded. And I've got my badge and I've got my flag.
Yay! Yay. Lindy Cole Alexander says Val would be one less set of cats in the street. She has decided to retire. No. First of all, where is the Margaret of your name? Don't think I didn't notice that the Margaret has been removed off the name. I don't know what's going on there. But secondly, don't be retiring. You've waited over a year to get back. Don't retire now, for goodness sake. Any Lambeg drum bands? No, Norman, I don't know that there is such a thing as a Lambeg drum band, but I don't know the ages of any of the Lambeg drums. Stephen was in the tune today as well. David Gibson wants to know when the t-shirts being stale. I'm hoping to get them sorted in terms of, summaries of this t-shirt, these number sizes for these people, hopefully tomorrow and Monday, and then get them ordered, and then hopefully they'll be here. I don't know how long it takes after that, but we've been talking last night, and we've sort of kind of set roughly the end of June as our finishing off. If things are going well before that, there maybe the end of May, but we're sort of like saying, well, roughly end of June, didn't we?
This morning, you mean? Yeah, it's have you gone silent?
Yeah, I'm waiting on you to speak.
What's that like you?
There, you's gern when I talk, and when I'm waiting you speak, and there's silence. Dear.
Yeah, Yvonne, I'm sorry about the gimbal today. The first time I took the gimbal out again today, and it decided to go a bit haywire.
Yes, mine's did that. Whatever band I was doing on the 12th Dairy Day, mine's did that. I mean, it just was. I think half the video is me swearing at it, to be quite honest. Grace says if I'm ever in the fight, and she will speak to me. Thank you, Grace. At least somebody will speak to me. That's good. I did get a few hugs, but I knew those people anyway. Like, they probably would have hugged me. And I have to say, apologies. If I'd have known that everybody else was going live from Ballymoney, I would have went live from Ballymoney. I thought, I'm not going to go live because I don't want to be putting anybody in jeopardy, because the police were there, obviously, evidence gathered. So what I think they're doing is the Police Commission is obviously absolving themselves of all responsibility, because they're saying, well, you're not breaking any procession rules, so therefore it's got nothing to do with us, it's all the police. So if the police are there gathering evidence, then they're gathering evidence of COVID-19 breaches as opposed to parading breaches, and at the moment anything under 10. So I thought, I'm not going to, or over 10. So I thought, I'm not going to put anybody in jeopardy. And then I come home and looked, and there's Neil Glass has live videos from On the March, and Richard McDonald does live videos from Relentless. And I thought, why do I even bother? And then thankfully, Roy was very kind enough to share a video from Rathcoole, which meant at least there was something live for everyone to see. So on behalf of Ulster Bands, so that
apparently Sons of Kai got put off the road by the police today because they didn't have 11 bar 1 in, so the police told them to get off the road.
Could they not do a static practice?
They were parading around the state, and then the police Land Rover, the way the Clockford normally come out of the Alpha, they normally turn right, but the police Land Rover was sitting up there with the right with the CCTV on, broadcasting. I don't know, I heard some muffled sounds coming out of it, and the band turned left.
Warning.
Don't know if it was a warning or not. I cannot either clarify or deny that it was a warning, but it was muffled sounds coming out of a Land Rover. So but they never came near
so people
Pros
could
and
hear
Boys. Didn't come near Rathcoole Pros and Boys at all.
Oh, that's good.
It's really good.
Good. Hello. Can you say hello to Garth and family from Stephen and Samantha? I can indeed. Just done so. At least everybody will recognise you, Auntie Val, with your shopping trolley full of drink.
It won't be full for very long, Stephen. Everybody will be coming up and going, give us a drink, Auntie Val, give us a drink.
Bring drink to me, okay? Don't ask for it. Just you bring the drink to me, and I leave the shopping trolley open. You put it. I only have a shopping trolley of alcohol on one day a year. Save our Ulster Bands for, says Brian. No to June finish, keep her lit. Neil says, I couldn't talk to you, too busy, didn't recognise you without a drink in your hand. That is terrible. You're lumping me into the same category there, Neil, as Glenn Miller. Oh goodness. Glenn Miller does say that maybe once the parades are up and running again, there could be a monthly show. We've been sort of talking and rumbling a few ideas through in our head, and seeing what we can come up with. Because I'm also aware that, even though we are fortunate enough to be having bands back out again and starting to see them again and starting to rehearse, Scotland and England possibly aren't. So I don't know what the situation is in England, but a few of the Scottish viewers have said no, that they haven't got anything yet. So we definitely want to, try and get everybody happy, but we'll see. I'm not making any promises yet until we figure out what we can and cannot do.
And Glenn Miller, I took a picture of white socks today for you. The band person wasn't in uniform, but they are a band person and they were wearing white socks. So I took a picture of white socks just for you. When I get the memory card sorted tomorrow, Glenn, I will send you a picture of white socks.
I have to tell you this tale, and apologies, Jennifer, but I'm going to repeat it anyway. I met Jennifer McAllister on from the forum. You always see her. She's on from Craig and E. She did the pics one night. She's the one who very kindly loaned Glenn Miller the accordion, and I met her today, and she says, "Look what I've on today." And she pulled up her trousers and she'd on white socks, and her hubby Andrew had actually said, "What are you doing white socks? Glenn Miller wouldn't need to see you with white socks." So that's all anybody thinks when they see white socks. Put that leg down in case we can see up the leg of your shorts. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Valerie only drinks at Christmas. You're right, Tony. The only time I drinks is Dairy Day. That's all it is. Well, welcome to everyone. I apologize for not getting to read all your videos or your comments, but I absolutely will. Jennifer White Sox McAllister, that's definitely her. She needs to change her name. Now, next host band would have been Imperial Corps of Drums from Liverpool. They would have been having their event today as well. So here's a little clip of them from the Ulster Hall in 2014. Excellent there from Liverpool Core Drums. Another, or Imperial. Liverpool Imperial Core Drums, another band that I could listen to continuously as well. Absolutely, absolutely superb. I do apologise. Roy was terrible for going live as well. Tut tut, Roy, because Elaine and Neil are very, very annoyed that they were bad for going live and Roy was good for going live. Not like that at all. It's just the fact that I was kicking myself that I didn't go live from Ballymoney. That's all it was. That's all it was. Nothing to do with who's going live or not. Watching not from Lochlochram, can't wait to get out with Listener Girl and accordion, says Andrea. No. I've decided that I'm going to go back to an accordion band. I'm taking my friend with me. She doesn't play accordion, but she's going to learn whether she wants to or not.
Andrea, just sit in with your accordion. That's all right. We don't mind.
Oh, don't listen to you. John Keenan, who are you talking about? Good stuff, Shirley. What are you on about? Because my sister is called Shirley, and whenever I've done something wrong, my mum goes through the list of names before she gets mine. You know, it's Shirley and Diane and whatever. Usually ends up with whatever the fuck one I got. Yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't have swore. Whatever the F one you are.
Swearing live on air.
Oh, I know, very unprofessional.
Miss Valerie Quinn.
I know. Final host band of this evening would have been Broxburn Loyalists. They would have been having their event today. This is them at Craigavon Protestant Boys Parade in 2016. Enjoy. Great there from Broxburn, who have a great friendship built up with the Craigavon Protestant Boys over the years. Now, couldn't decide what order we should go this about. Should we go from the oldest to the youngest? Now, I will put a disclaimer at the top of this and go and tell you that this is all the bands that I could find. It's actually surprisingly difficult to find out the age of bands, because unless they have it on their Facebook page, it doesn't exist anywhere else. So between what you guys have all told me and between what I could check and find out on the internet, this is our list of bands over 100 years old. I could actually only find one band who were 100 years old this year, and that's Listen American. So I thought we'll keep them to the very end, give the elder ones a respect at the beginning, and then move over and finish off with our band who are also celebrating 100 at the very end. So tie yourself in. It could be a late night. I promise I am going to try harder to talk less. It's going to be tough because I always see interesting things I want to comment on. It's like having a conversation. I want to reply back. But first up this evening, the oldest band that I can find in the PUL community, weighing in at 186 years old from 1835. I'll be honest and say that I am not 100% certain if all of these bands are playing the same instruments or the same style that they started off. Well, there's one that I definitely know are, but the rest of them, I'm not 100% certain if they're staying the same style that they were 186 years ago, for instance. But this is Churchill Flute Band. What we did was we got a little clip of them. They celebrated their 185th in 2020, and part of that they then played at the Crescent Arts, as you call it. No, the Fringe Festival Studio for a few tunes. So this is a few tune, well, it's one tune from Churchill Flute Band, who were celebrating their 185th anniversary when it was recorded, but are actually 186 years old this year. Excellent indeed from Churchill Flute Band, one of the oldest bands that we have here in Northern Ireland from the PUL community. Now, staying up in Londonderry, we're going to move to our next band. Born in 1856, making them 165 years old, is Hamilton Flute Band. As I said, from the Maiden City along with Churchill. This is them. Fantastic piece of music, playing Abide With Me at the last post in the Cenotaph in Londonderry. It's not the cenotaph. I was so busy posting a wonderful poem by Keith Allison, which I'm about to read you out. But I was so busy posting that to the main page of Ulster Band's Forum, I didn't read my own notes, which is very sensible. But if I had it done, I would have read Hamilton Flute Band from Londonderry playing the hymn "Abide With Me" along with the last post at the Churchill Flute Band 180th anniversary contest in the Memorial Hall in 2015. I will learn to read my own notes. I'm being very helpful to myself and then just completely ignoring it. Now, Keith has posted a poem that he has written for the 100th birthday and anniversary of Northern Ireland. So I'm going to read that out for you because it's absolutely fantastic. It's not something that I can do so brilliant, Keith, for doing this. So it goes like this. Happy birthday, Northern Ireland, 100 years old today. We must celebrate this milestone of our culture and proud history. Born on the 3rd of May in the year 1921, who could have envisaged the century to come? You've had your fair share of torment, violence, bloodshed, and strife. Republicans have tried to destroy you throughout your relatively short life. Many tales of heroism and bravery can be found in your archives of loyal sons and daughters who've given up their lives. They fought in 2 world wars, other conflicts, and on home soil too. Proud to stand for the Ulster flag, we must not forget whatever we do. There is no greater sacrifice than laying down one's life for your land. Many over the past 100 years have died for the beloved Red Hand. But what of the future, the next century? History is already being rewritten, terrorist and government hating all to do with Great Britain. It's time to fight back and stand our ground. Think of our martyrs and always remember that famous war cry from years gone long ago, no retreat and no surrender. That is brilliant, Keith. That is absolutely fantastic. Well done on that there. I have posted that on the main forum page if any of you desire to share it, because I think it is brilliant and worthy of sharing. And I've included Keith's name down at the bottom of that there. So well done, Keith. Now, continuing on with our over 100 bands, we are going to 1858 now. And no, I was not there when any of these bands were formed, and I did not build the hall, Roy, and constitute the band or any of that nonsense.
I didn't say you built the hall. You helped us. You're on the committee that built the hall, and you're on the committees that constituted the bands and everything else. And apparently there's evidence now that you were there and helped brush down King William's horse.
Oh dear. We're going to 1858. And this band is celebrating their 163rd birthday this year. I'm just wondering can anyone guess who it is? No.
I could.
I know you can. You can see the list. It's Johnson Starr playing this event. Is held by the Clough-Fern Loyal Orders Festival in 2014. And they're playing a beautiful little medley called Spanish Eyes. Brilliant there. Absolutely brilliant from Hunter Moore. Well, Mullen has said that it's turning out to be a part band night. Thank you very much. Well, you see, you said that I had no friends or were surprised that I had a friend or something of that nature. There, that'll show you how being nasty to me can come back to haunt you. I know, but that's the thing. He was nasty. But there, look at the way I'm keeping him happy. Now, the next band, I know, I was going to say I know, but I'm not even going to say it anymore because I'm not even sure now that I think it through. But we believe they're around the 1870s, 1871 possibly. So they're roughly around 152 years. Unfortunately, they're not certain themselves because they can't find the original minute books. But I was able to find newspaper clippings dating them around that time on parade. So we're going to go now to Coleraine. and to Ballantyre Flute Band, and this is them at their own parade in April 2019. I'm just reading, JD says he's won £200. Hey, you know that old saying about money going to money? Definitely, definitely true. Did I at some point in time say Hunter Moore? Did I? Do you know why that was? Because there was a certain line in the spreadsheet after Hunter Moore. While I was talking about Ballantyre, it just goes to show you that
It wasn't Ballantyre. You basically said that was a very good tune by Hunter Moore whenever it was
Johnson
Johnson
Star.
Star.
That's why, because there was a certain line in the spreadsheet after Hunter Moore. I do apologize. And I swear to God, I'm not on any drink whatsoever. I'm just going to have to go and get this refilled. It's water. Well, it was diluting, but it's going to be water the next time. Now, we're going to stay in this area of the North Coast. We have three bands here who were all formed in 1873. That makes them 148 years old this year. So Articlave Flute Band are up first. This clip is probably going to be of them playing part music. And this is from 2016 at the Freeman's Parade here in Coleraine. Unfortunately, not a full clip, but still a good one nonetheless. Now, also celebrating their 148th birthday this year are C. Patrick. I don't have the details of where this one is from, but I'm sure it's good nonetheless. Is your mic on? This is from Corbett Accordions Parade in 2019. 2018. Superb. And the third in our trio, our triplets of being 148 years old, is Ballyvey Flute Band, and this is them at the Newsletter Festival in 2013. excellent indeed by Ballyvey, and the old over the drum kit or trick that I'm so familiar with from Ballyshean. So it's lovely to see another band playing that as well. Now we're going to move to 1879 now, coming up a bit younger in years. Not by much, I have to say. 1875. And this band are celebrating their 146th birthday, and this is Ballyray Silver. Oh, right, you're in the wrong band. Well, it is Ballyray Silver. The title says Belle Anniversary 2008. So hopefully that's given you enough time. You see, this is why I talk between clips, to give Roy time.
I know the clip's ready in between the bands. Don't you give off that.
That's my excuse for talking, honestly, folks. Whenever I'm talking, I'm giving him time. Ballyray Silver. Now, Roy, I know that they're slagging about, age and all that kind of stuff, but saying that I'm on the same level as, like God and Jesus and all that, there's just, a bit much. Like, I'm not that good.
Okay, then you were born the year before that, 1 BC.
You never thought that one through, did you? Oh dear, isn't that terrible? Isn't that terrible? China says there'll be no blood bands tonight. They didn't exist until 1970. Yes, but there may have been bands who were born before that. Who were established before that, who has since converted to blood. Ballantyre, perfect example. Now, our next band, who Roy was all ready to play, is Corcrane Flute Band. They were formed in 1879, which makes them 142. So we've gone from 186 down. We're now at 142. This is
Valerie, just before we go on to that, serious question for you. Who did your maths tonight for you?
Not me.
I'm just asking who did your maths for you tonight, because you're getting them all right for a change.
I did a formula in Excel. If I had the year of formation, then I calculated, the age. And if I had the age, then I calculated the year of formation. What do you mean? I have my man's O level. I actually have accountancy qualifications. I'll have you know. I used to
Doesn't
be the
show.
consultancy accountants. Oh dear, 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 dear. You're cheeky.
Are those
cheeky,
companies still going?
cheeky article. I used to advise accountants on how to structure their profit and loss and balance sheets, let me tell you. Now, Corcrain, this is them playing Bo Viva. Joshua Morris. We were just so close to the end there. So close to the end. Sylvia just in the living room to see if Brian Goody heard an ice cream fan outside. Can I just say, like, the abuse can stop, okay? If you want to buy a black book t-shirt, buy a black book t-shirt. You don't have to give me abuse. Because
Glenn Miller, there's a new one for you in that picture of that video. Who wears blue socks with a black suit, especially for a video or for a photo for the band? Just looks so wrong. Nearly as bad as white socks.
Valerie Quinn been putting bands off the road since the 1800s. Josh, and it's the same as the spirit level in Valerie's case. Dear. The only O-level Val got was in drink. Val, according to Roy, you're older than my mother. According to Roy, I'm older than dinosaurs, for Christ's sake. I'm going to help China Rub prods.
I didn't just go as old as the dinosaurs, but there was a rumor floating around that you were the causation of the extinction of the dinosaurs.
Methuselah Quinn. Right, okay, look, if you want a Black Book t-shirt, just buy it. I told you last night that I haven't a list of names. I can't check whether you genuinely were or were not in the Black Book, okay? Just buy one. I'm not going to check. Coming up to 1881 now. Have you ever moved through the years so quickly? No, I wasn't born when this band was first formed. They've slightly changed their style over the years. Obviously, they're slightly more towards the Blood and Thunder style band now, but still a fantastic band. This is them at the Centenary Parade in 2019, and it is Gary Duff Flute Band from Ballymoney. Excellent there from Gary Duff. Joan McGraw says she thinks Alan McGraw needs a Black Book t-shirt. After that comment about my age, he's in the Black Book. Consider him done. Somebody was asking about improving
the
picture
comment?
quality.
Yeah, I've seen that, but there's unfortunately nothing we can do. It's the quality of the picture that it's clear on the 3 screens I've got it on.
I was perfectly clear in mine, so if you've got a bad interconnection, you'll probably get it a wee bit pixelated.
Did you see the comment your mother said?
She said about me saying that the Black Book doesn't exist is like saying Santa doesn't exist.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, Glenn Miller, you're a cunny funt, aren't you? Because like Vallosaurus Rex. Gillian, yes, you can still order t-shirt. What I'm trying to do is just give everybody a chance. Put your name below the picture of the t-shirt that you want. I think they all have to be white. What I was asking Roy was that some were asking if they only go up to is it double XL, if they could maybe get bigger sizes. If you want bigger sizes, what we'll do is we'll try and source the t-shirts, and Roy has said that he's sure that they will print them for us. If you do want a t-shirt in a size other than XL. Someone else asked me, were the t-shirts small fitting? I genuinely don't know. This is our first time ordering it. It's a friend of Roy.
Not. If it says large, it is a large t-shirt, believe it or not. I don't know how best way. They are normal fitting t-shirts. They're not small sizes or large sizes. They're just a normal fitting t-shirt. Is the only way I can describe them. Because I know the brand that they're getting, and they're decent t-shirts. But the other thing, when Valerie puts the post out, the next post out about the t-shirts, then payment will have to be made before we can actually order the t-shirts, because they're being custom made in the sizes that we need them, we will need payment up front.
It's a friend of Roy's who are doing the t-shirts for us. So we're getting them cost price. We're only charging for the postage and whatever the cost of the t-shirt is, and then anything they are going. So I don't know whether they're small fitting. Can't remember. Was it Denise asked me that? We have got a troll. Sean Hughes is asking, "Come on, you teddy bears, we are the people." And then you look at his page, and he's got green, white, and gold. Although it's is India. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to check out his profile to see if he's a genuine. Oh no, stuff that. Just delete him. Yeah, delete him anyway. There he's gone. He's gone. No messing. No messing. Now, where are we
Mess
going
with that,
next?
Val.
Yeah, I should have that in a t-shirt. 1982, 1882, we are going to next. So that makes this next band 139 years old. This is, the debate will forever rage on about how to pronounce it, but I'm still sticking with Skioch. Whatever way. This is them at the Pride of Knockmore's Festival of Marching Bands in 2017.
Skeg.
Superb. Two more interpretations and pronunciations. Skew from Will Mullen, Skech from Philip Mackay, and Eskio from Glenn. So I have no idea.
Skeg, according to the band.
Skew. Just them boys with the hats.
So it's Ballymajoch then, going by your things.
Well, I was told how to pronounce it, so I don't know. But anyway, let's not continue that debate. We haven't got time to continue that debate. I've got 40 bands to cover tonight. So the first accordion band on the list are from 1882, same age as Skio, that band we've just played. And I believe they're actually a Scottish accordion band. Would I not be right in saying this? Is there no Northern Irish accordion bands older than this?
It's really a recent invention, then people got seen it
Very
and then
strange,
got
very
bored.
strange. This is Thornley Bank accordion playing the Triumph March. I don't know how we managed that. 1855, did it say in the drum there? Or 1955?
Information that I can find. Scottish accordion band from Thornley Bank, East Renfrewshire, Scotland, established in 1954.
So it must have been 1955 in the big drum then. Apologies. I have obviously taken it. I've had Thornley Bank down because the flute band are 1882. So my apologies. Lisa, if you're still watching, darling dears, could you find me a clip of Thornley Bank, the flute band? And we'll get those put in later on in the program. My fault, obviously, I've put in accordion, and no, it was not a fix just to get an accordion band in. That was it.
Yes, it was. It was just a fix to get an accordion in there.
If I'd have thought of that one, that was actually quite good. They were super, but I really enjoyed that. Really relaxed, nice pace on that band for sure. Definitely couldn't have paraded at that pace, but it was a beautiful pace for really, really good. I am in the black book. I can now buy myself t-shirt. Okay, where are we going to next? We're going to move now, come forward in years to 1884. This next band is 137 years old. Going to Portrush this time. This is Ballywullen Flute Band, and this is them playing at the Amphitheatre in Portrush. Will Mullen being very sarcastic there, asking what's the name of that march. It's amazing the different slight variations that you always hear on Killaloo, depending on who's playing it. There's always a little wee tweak in there. And well, it's artistic license, isn't that what they call it? Artistic license. Now we're going to stay in 1884, and also formed in the same year, celebrating their 137th birthday. So when you're watching these bands on parade and you see them going by, you can go, wow, that band's been going for twice my lifetime, or whatever it may be. This is Hunter Moore Memorial from Newry, playing at the Newtonards Black Saturday 2018. Galanthea. What a fantastic march. I quite like it. I quite like it being renamed Valanthea. Jimmy Gamble, what do you mean that I'm getting more like Shirley? Do you mean to say that my sister, my younger sister, is getting more like me? And I don't know how you could dare insult me in such a way. That's just not on at all. Now, let's see. Where are we on next? Was there a comment? Um, was there a comment on? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Enjoy the park music flute band tonight. She said a melody night wouldn't work. Tonight is the exception because it is bands over 100. We have these exception nights every so often, you know. Oh, you idiots, you idiots. Now, where are we at? Where are we at next? Now, we're moving to 1887 this time. This is Killymoon Flute Band playing at Derry Lorne Parade in 2017. Oh, sorry, I had forgot to mute there. So if you heard double sounds of the music coming through, that's my fault. Roy, I've added a wee clip to the end of the list there, highlighted in red. If we could do that one next, that would be great, because I have found a little clip of Thornleybank Flute Band. This is them playing 14 years ago at a competition. That's the only information I have. So this is from 2006. So hopefully this makes up for it. Did you get it? Yeah. So these guys were the ones who were formed in 1882. So they would have been 139. If they're still going, I don't know. I don't want to say. I don't want to say they're still going or they're not still going. I'm too scared now to say anything about any band. The man himself there, hey? They can't stay away, can't stay away. Now, I know a little Kilkeel man who'll be very happy with the next band because we are going to go to the year 1888. So if you've just joined us in order to celebrate the birthday of Northern Ireland, 100 years on Monday, what we are doing is we're looking at all of the bands that we can find that are over 100 years older, 100 years and over. And we're in 1888 at the moment. We started off the show in 1835, so we're coming through those years well. This is Bally Me Geoch accordion, and it'll keep the Kilkeel contingent happy.
There's a person who's in this thing, he's probably born in this century, never mind a century ago.
You jealous, Roy?
Not one bit of me.
I was, whenever, just before Mason was born, I had my name and all picked out, and I was going to call, I was convinced it was a boy, never ever considered any girls' names, and I was going to call my baby Joshua because it was a family name. Thank God I didn't. No, having said that, maybe if I had it done, he would still be in a band today. So, Joshua, you're a little poser. A little poser is what you are, my friend. But fair play to you. You are dedicated and you're on loads of bands. Um, he's only 4 years older than my son. Oh my goodness. 5, 6 there. There, my maths was wrong. 6 years older than my son. Oh my goodness, 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 goodness. That's scary. Right, now, where are we going to next? We're going to come to the year 1890, and we are 131 birthday, and this is Balnafai Apprentice Boys. Alan says, Valerie, if you named your son Joshua, he wouldn't be in a band. He'd be in 10. I would love it. Keep it up, Joshua. Just get a few more uniforms for your wardrobe. I love Joshua as a name, I have to say. If only I knew. Joy says that family gatherings would not be the same without our Joshua. And China says, does he help the poor people? You're a white man, Jay. You really are. Now, we're going to Armagh direction now for our next band. Also celebrating 131 birthday this year, or 31st birthday this year, is Cormean, Rising Sons of William. And this is them at their own parade. The last time they were able to hold it in 2019. Glenn says, bless the wee drummers having to drum on dinner plates. I think that's actually a fantastic idea, because it gets the young kids out on the drums. You know, I mean, carrying one of those big things is kind of, they're heavy for any length of time. And it's a great way of getting them out early and getting them into the whole culture and getting their love into it. Joyce says, I think at the end of the show, there should be a prize for the most picked on person of the shows. Any ideas who would win it? Poor Joshua gets a lot of stick.
John China, I think.
I'm normally defending you, Joshua, I have to say. But
I think the prize would go to John China.
Do you think so?
Everybody picks on him. Sure, look at his band. Every single band, there's a wee person. There's John China, there's John China, there's John China, there's John China, there's John China.
True enough. It would be a toss-up between China and Joshua, I have to say. Or me, Scott Clark. There, that's a good idea. Yes, it could be me. He's picking me. Now, where are we going to? We're going to come back up north a direction again at this time. We're coming to 1891. Celebrating their 130th birthday is Edenmore Flute Band. Now, what o'clock are we on? We're 10 to 10 and we're roughly about halfway through. So what we'll do is the birthdays. Are we going to be going here to 12 o'clock? Right, less talking. Just keep going. Joy Cullen, my dad, just said that he didn't even do O levels. He did GCSEs. What are you trying to say, Joshua? No. Yes.
Valerie. I never did O levels. I did GCSEs.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing. They're different things. That proves that you're older than me if you did O levels and I did GCSEs. Next.
Right. There's a month difference between us.
But still proves you're older than me.
I went to a grammar school.
So did I. I went to a grammar school.
Right, you must have done GCSEs and O levels.
I did GCSEs. I was the very first year to do GCSEs.
GCSEs and O levels are the same thing.
They're not. They're different things.
They're not.
They are completely different. Completely different.
You have my head turned here. I'm going to go back to what I was saying. Yes. So send us in your birthdays during the next tune, and we will do the birthdays after this, and that at least keeps the Muskehounds happy. This is Ballylesson Old Boys, who are also celebrating their 130th birthday in this year, because they were formed in 1891. My head's turned with you boys. This is them at Lisburn Young Defenders Festival in 2017. figured out, quick Google search solved the problem. The O levels were the GCEs, and they were phased out in 1986. So I was always the youngest in my year. So I was probably even the year ahead of you, Roy, because of the way my birthday fell. So
Told
you were the
you're
first
older than me. I've always
by a
said
month.
that
By a month.
I've always said you're older than me, and that proves it.
So I was the last year of the O levels. You were the first year of the GCSEs. Yes.
Still younger than you, Valerie.
I was always youngest in my year, youngest in my ear. Scott is a spirit level there. Does he still count? No, not at all, Scott. Not at all. Birthdays. Okay, so want to give a big shout out to Ronnie Hindman because it is your birthday tonight, and I know that you're online because I saw you posting earlier on. So happy birthday to you. Also on Thursday, a big happy 40th birthday to Stephen Blair, and that comes from wife Beth. All the Waynes and Gran Waynes and so on wish you a very, very happy birthday. David Johnson was 62 yesterday. Happy birthday to you, David. Hope you had a wonderful day. And a big happy birthday to Alan Weir, who is celebrating his 60th birthday on Wednesday. And that comes from your sister Carl, your nieces Rebecca, Kathy, and Jill. And of course, the most important birthday, well, I think you'll forgive me if I say it's the most important birthday, is our own wee country on Monday, who are celebrating their 100th year. So the Muska Hounds are the Muska Hounds are singing for Northern Ireland.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from the forum. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you all. I think I saw another one coming in there. Where did it go? Diane Steele's birthday is also on Thursday. Happy birthday to you, Diane. And Alan Finlay says his anniversary is on the 4th. Is that wedding anniversary? Anniversary of birth? Anniversary of the first day you wore long trousers? Oh, anniversary of what? Happy birthday to you all. Right, let's get back to our bands of 100 plus years. It's amazing when you think about it. Like a band continuing. I mean, the oldest band we played tonight is 186 years old. A band going for that length of time. And when you consider the work and the number of people that have gone through the ranks, it's pretty amazing. I think we take it for granted. Now, I have to say that Glenn Miller has jinxed you all because he said there's only been one squeeze box and no agony bags at all. What a night. Well, you just jinxed it, Glenn. You absolutely jinxed it, because next up is a pipe band formed in 1900, which makes them 121 years old this year, is Edenderry Pipe Band. This is them playing at Blair Memorial's Parade in 2019. first of the pipe bands, but I can promise you it's not the last of them. Now, next up, we're going to 1902, where CL Lord Londonderry's own CLB. What does the CLB stand for? Church Lads Brigade. Seriously?
Yeah.
You're only saying that. You made that up.
No, it's the Church of Ireland's big BB, Church Lad Brigade.
I'm Church of Ireland. I didn't know that.
Well, you're a
Seriously.
woman.
Seriously. From Newtonards, obviously. This is them playing the fantastic march, The Pacer by Alfie Perrin in 2014. 119 years old. Superb. Eddie Turney says, "Why is there wee dolls in a church lads brigade?" But when when your band is over 100 years old and you've been doing so well, I suppose you kind of open the membership. I was really surprised at how many of the part flute bands were still part flute, and I suppose again, when you've managed to keep the band going for so long, then you're even keener to keep the tradition of what you started out as going as well. Or were they maybe not part music when they started? I don't know. I wasn't around then. I also wasn't around in 1903, despite seriously bad rumours. So when Gorta Gilly Coronation were formed, so they're celebrating 118 years this year. And this is them playing at the Freeman Memorial Parade in 2016. superb there from Gortagilly. Again, one of those bands that are kind of underappreciated, but they're always very, very strong. Now, Norma Kinnaird says, you've missed Ballykeel Conservative Flute Band Hollywood. We are celebrating 121 years. We missed it because nobody told us. And it's really, really hard to find the age of bands. Norma, I couldn't remember your name. I was going to call you Margaret there. But do you know what? We've remedied that now. And next up is the Ballykeel Conservative Flute Band playing at Ballygowan Black Saturday in 2019. Haven't listened to this clip in advance, so I don't know what it's going to be like. But it's a clip of the band. So they are 121 years old. Now, it has been pointed out to us that Dungannon Silver were also formed in 1902, so that makes them 119 years old. So they're in the right place in the queue. This is Dungannon Silver playing the Waveney. Or it will be once Roy gets it. Please don't give me any more bands that are over 100 years old, or we're going to be here till tomorrow. Now, someone said Ballyclare Victoria are going a wreck of years. Oh, sorry, Roy was on the phone there. I wonder what he was on about. So Ballyclare Victoria going some years, but I've checked the Facebook page. I can't see any years on the band. So if anybody, Esther Nicholson, how you wished. We're going through the years. We're going through the years, my dear. We're going through the years. Now, next up is the Convoy Thiepful Pipe Band, who were formed in 1905, which makes them 116 years old. This is them at the County Fermanagh Championships in 2017. Stephen Feely is still waiting patiently on Miller Memorial. They're on the list, Stephen, okay? I can confirm that they are on the list if that will keep you more content.
And sorry, that concludes tonight's show. See you all next Friday night.
We're going to be here for a wee bit yet. Get settled, get yourself a cup of tea during the next band that you don't like. I'm not saying it's going to be this next band, but if there's a band coming up that you don't like, get yourself a cup of tea. We're going to be here a while yet. And if you keep coming up with bands, then I am going to be here even longer. Geraldine Stewart, has queried about stronocum. We do believe that stronocum are over 100 years old, but we can't find an age. So if anybody knows the age of stronocum band, I believe it was an accordion first and then became a flute band. But if anybody does know the age, do let us know.
So they wised up then.
Up next in our list, celebrating their 115th birthday, formed in 1906, is Analong Single Star. Herb there from Analong Single Star. Purposely picked that clip because that clip was taken in 2006, so they were celebrating their 100th anniversary on that year. And also it's a clip from JD, who, could somebody check that he hasn't drowned in the hot tub, please, because he's been very quiet for a wee while. The last message I saw from him, he was asking, was anybody selling any pups for £200 after he had won his £200, I'm assuming on the lottery or something like that there. Next up, another local band, which is great to see, formed in 1907 and therefore celebrating their 114th birthday this year, is Donaki Flute Band. This is them at their own parade in 2019. Excellent there from Janaki. Now, there's only one band that mattered to me on this list to make sure that I got them in. Formed in 1908 officially is when they're celebrating their formation. However, I have found mentions of them in old papers from before that. It is, of course, Ballyrashane, 113 years old officially this year. I think they're maybe a couple of years older. But anyway, this is a clip from them at their 100th anniversary parade in 2008. It's a really special clip. It's kind of a combination of a couple of little bits. And it's a really special clip to me because not only is my dad walking, but my brother is walking. And if you watch really, really carefully at the start, coming round the station gates and look at the far side of the drummers, and you'll see a wee teensy weensy toot at 2.5 years old is my son walking. So we had 3 generations of my family in that night. So it's a really special video. I don't care whether you like it or not, but they are massive on this night. Superb. Absolutely superb. You can insult many things in my life, but you don't
As
insult
Glenn,
them.
as
They
Glenn
are
Miller,
fantastic.
as Glenn Miller said, did they play the one tune for the whole parade?
No, they didn't. They didn't. They always have their own traditional. There's a tune that they play through the station gates every time they come through the station gates, especially in the 12th morning, and it just raises the hairs on your back of your neck. And then they just happen to be playing it coming back in around the station at the end. The video goes on and includes a clip of them at the station, and it's just absolutely massive. And the other thing about it is that I was just watching like the drums. Like my father is walking, and then my brother is walking in the row behind him, and my dad wears his drum on one direction on one leg, and my brother wears the drum on the other direction on the other leg. And there's so many new or left-handed fluters in the band as well. Mason was at the very, very far side walking beside his granda. He wouldn't let go of my hand, so I had to walk along beside him all the time. He's only 2.5, Denise. He was just a wee toot. Now, happily for Stephen, next up is 1911, Miller Memorial. And of course, as we saw from the badges, they're celebrating 110 years. This is them playing at the UDR Memorial Parade in 2020. China says, what is this? The drummers need worked on. I had to read it a second time because I thought you maybe said the drummers need worked over. Stephen Feely, I'm not being picky, but was there a tiny wee tuning issue in there? There was something weird going on anyway, but not to worry. They're 110 years old. I'm sure Stephen is probably feeling his age after that. Now, next up, 109 years old, formed in 1912, is Grala. I think I've said that right. Gralach. I don't know. Unionist flute from Rathflyden. This is them playing on the Newry 12th Parade in 2012. Grala. I pronounced it correctly the first time. Grala, flute, unionist flute band from the Freiland. We're doing well here. I think, have we covered all of the counties? Have we covered them all as yet? The next flute band up is Inch Flute Band. They were formed in 1912 as well, which makes them 109 years old. This is them at the RHD Downpatrick Parade in 2012. Sorry, I'm doing about 2 different things here all at the one time. 2 different, well, maybe 3 or 4. Now, where are we going next? We are going to Largate Flute Band, who were formed also in 1912. That makes them again 109 years old. And this is them playing at Star of the Rose Parade in 2012. That was a shorter clip than I was expecting. I'm busy typing away. Now, we go to one of the first bands when anybody mentions, believe it or not, being over 100 years old, after Balrasheen, obviously, I think of this next band. That is Craigie Warren, and they were formed in 1913, and that makes them 108 years old. This is them at their own parade in 2013, their 100th anniversary. Diane, Largy were played. They're 109 years old. You missed them. Where were you? You absolutely missed them. China says it's at least 3 weeks. No Prod Boys on. Were the Prod Boys not played last night? Or am I imagining that? No? Thought that. Right. So the next band, I'm not 100% certain of the age. I've found pictures of them on Facebook where they were attending a flute band league contest in 1914. So I would imagine they're probably ahead, earlier than that, but we know that that is their time for definite. They don't parade as Bestbrook Victoria any longer. They do still parade. They do parade and exist as Bestbrook 2 Blues. However, in the centenary years, the events around 2016 and 2014 and so on, the members of Bestbrook 2 Blues paraded in historical uniform under the name of Bestbrook Victoria. So this is them. Sorry, Roy, do you have the name of the parade and the date or anything like that there? I didn't put it in.
It's a Downshire Guiding Stars Parade on the 9th of September 2016.
Was your mic off there?
No, my mic was on.
Your mic was on. Brilliant. This is Bestbrook Victoria. Will somebody please take the soldiers for a good drill practice or something? It's making me cringe. But brilliant playing there from the band. Now, next up, we're coming to 1915, and formed in that year were Glen Hugh, flute band from Ballymena. This is them at their 100th anniversary parade in 2015. 106 years old. Hochel. They're from a Hochel. Well, it's close enough to Ballymena, for goodness sake. Is there even a field between them now? There's that much build up around the town. Now, moving on to 1917, so celebrating 104 years on the road, is Montober Flute Band. This is them in 2009 on the 12th morning. We're getting through these rightly now, so we are. Celebrating their 103rd birthday this year, formed in 1919, is Hollymount Pipe. Have we managed to cover all the counties? Have we managed to do that yet? I haven't seen anybody complaining as yet that there's no band from such and such a county. Haven't seen it. But this is Hollymount Pipe on their 100th anniversary in Hollymount Church. So that was 3 years ago. And this is going to be their 103rd year. This is Hollymount Pipe. Lovely there. Wonder what it would have sounded like if they got the brass band in there as well. That would have been an awesome sound. Now, up next, another local band here in Coleraine, formed in 1919, making them 102 years old. This is Coleraine Fife and Drum. We've got a wee clip of them this time playing at Cookstown Sons of William concert in 2011. We're doing well, doing well. If you're wanting to take a comfort break and you don't like the pipe bands, now is your chance, because Analong Pipe Band were formed in the same year, i.e. 1919, making them 102 years old. This is them at Newtonard's Black Saturday on 2018. Capes are the devil's work. That's all I can say. I know they're there to protect the instrument and so on, but all they do is have the rain running off you and running down into your shoes. They're horrible. I hate it wearing them. Now, if you're still with us from the beginning of the show, you have stuck it extremely well. What o'clock are we at? At 3 minutes to. We're not going to finish for 11, but we're not going to be much past it because we've only got 3 more bands to play. We will have covered by the time we're finished tonight. Unless you tell me about any other bands that I've missed, we will have played 48 different bands. 4 host bands who would have had the parades, and then 45 bands who were over 100 years old. Next up on our list, at 102 years old, formed in 1919, it is Ballyclare, Victoria. Brilliant. Now for the chance for a little accordion band for a change. No? Yes? Yes?
No.
Oh, you're complaining about the fact it's accordion band. I thought I got the wrong band. Cranfield Accordion, celebrating from 1918, making them 103. I believe they were accordion at the beginning. I don't know. Because, do you know something? It's really, really, really hard to find out information. So someone has just said there, we've missed Ballyloan at 1908. So onto Ballyloan's Facebook page, it doesn't mention it. But I'm getting a clip for them now. Also, Ballybully Pipe Band, I mentioned that as well. So either speak now or forever hold your peace, because this is as many as we can fit in tonight. This is Cranfield Accordion playing at Rosnowla in 2019. You are getting them in rightly. We're now by the time we've got them all played, we're going to be over 51. But next up is Ballyloan Concert, which, as you told me, is 1908, making them 113. This is them. I think this is a virtual one that they did for the 12th this year, and hopefully it starts on them playing Ormiston. Right, you lot, if you've no beds to go to, for goodness sake, stop thinking up bands that I haven't played yet that are over 100 years old. But next up is Ballybony Pipe. You mentioned that they were formed in 1919, making 102. So therefore, we have to include them tonight. Hopefully, I'm getting them all. This is them, I believe, at a contest at Denoise Festival in 2012. Thanks, Roy. names, no more names. I have a bed. Call me in there. So I'm going to be sleeping in this sofa in a minute. Next up, formed in 1896, making them 125 years old. Thank you, Davy Clark. It is Cowan Memorial. Superb there from Cowan. Going back a couple of years to 1892, and Cahard Flute Band was formed, that makes them 129 years old. Moving on quickly. This time we're back in 1876. Wish I'd have known these all because it's annoying me the right order now. But Ballygowan Flute Band celebrated 147 or are celebrating 147 years this year. This is a small clip of them. Not bad, that one. Not bad at all. Now we're down to our last two bands. Nobody else come in with a band that I've missed. But do you know what is amazing? We have covered over 51 bands that are over 100 years old, which is just amazing when you think about it. Like, there's still 51 bands which have been going for over 100. And every single one we have played today so far has been in existence since before Northern Ireland. So just remember that. That's absolutely amazing, I think. So they lived through, these bands lived through partition, the Irish Civil War, the Independence, Battle, First World War, all of those, which is just simply amazing. Now, Amanda, apologies in advance, but another pipe band to finish us off. Well, not to finish us off. This is one of the last two. This is Cranny Pipe Band. I'm told they were formed in 1919. They celebrated their 100th anniversary in 2019. So that makes them 102. This is them. I can't remember what clip I picked. Yeah, I picked this one at Macrofelt Orange Service because the sight of all these orange men is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, not a full clip, obviously. Now, speak now or forever hold your peace. If there's a band that you know about that is over 100 years old, we're going to miss it if we don't get it in now. So thank you so much for listening this evening. It has been a long, it's a marathon, not a sprint. We did tell you it was going to be a long 3.5 hours is what we have covered almost tonight of fantastic musical bands. I think we've covered all the counties. We've definitely, have we done any silver? Is silver the only one that we haven't managed to do? Was there silver? Yes, there was Ballyray Silver. So we've covered all of the genres, including Blood and Thunder, because there were bands there that are now Blood and Thunder. So it is absolutely amazing. Thank you to Roy and to Lisa for helping me to compile the list. There's a lot of work goes into these shows, and I think a few of you who've done the choosing of your own lists have seen just how much goes into it. So I want to thank the both of them, because without them, it wouldn't happen. Of course, without the videographers, it wouldn't happen neither. I think that it's amazing we have so many still active bands that have come through such history. I would love to see their minute books. If they still have their minute books and you know the band, take a look through and see if they mention anything at all about the partition and the formation of Northern Ireland and all that kind of stuff.
And I wonder in 100 years' time, will bands' minute books mention the Virtual Band Parade? And Mr. Scott,
I would love to be sitting in 100 years' time, old and decrepit, and just managing to get the mouse. But looking at another 100 years of bands and bands that have been formed 200 years in that year. I leave my list for whoever's going to do it next.
And Mr. Scott Clark, you still haven't got your list in yet.
Dan Silver's been played, Robin. Now, I hope I've got them all. Apologies to anybody I've missed. It's not because I've left them out. It's just because we've no way of finding out. There is no central list of all bands in Northern Ireland and Scotland and England other than the one I have. But we're going to finish off tonight with the only band that I could find who are celebrating their 100th birthday this year. It is Listen American Flute Band. They are hoping to perhaps have a special parade marking their 100th birthday in towards the end of the year, just depending on how the year goes, as we know. Hopefully everything works out for them. This is them in Cairncastle in 2014. Whatever you are doing in on Monday to celebrate, make sure and have a is it a toast at 3:00? I shared it in the forum earlier on. A toast to NI at 3:00 on Monday, I think it is. Whatever you're doing, stay safe. We will see you again next Friday night. Next weekend is going to be Viewer's Choice. So keep an eye on Monday or Tuesday for the list, and we'll see who manages to make we're never doing 50 again in one night. Definitely not. We've done 55, 56 tonight. We're never doing that again. So it will be the first 25 and then the second 25 we'll get on the Saturday night. Viewers' requests. In the meantime, stay safe. Thank you for sticking with us. You are all mad because there is the guts of 150 still here on Facebook. And how many are there in
63 in YouTube land?
63. My goodness. Over 200 of you are as mad as me and Roy and Lisa sitting here. And Chris. Chris is also there in the background. So thank you all. We will see you all on Friday night. And in the meantime, keep the flutes to the myth, boys, because we're coming to the tune.
England's glorious sun in 1688 was overcast with treason's cloud and popery stood elate. That up arose her Protestants, the peasant and the peer, and vowed the chain of perjure James that they would not dainty wear. They sought them out a prudent chief to guide their ardent zeal, to lead them on that victory might bless their flashing steel. And who so fit to guide that host in all its bright array as William, Prince of Orange, ere he landed at Torbay? Then up arose the mighty chief and left his native shore, and rode upon the stormy waves our freedom to restore. Upon his flag was blazoned forth, high fluttering o'er the main, that our religion and our laws he ever would maintain. 'Twas then in gallant style he stood upon the vessel's prow, with victory on his flashing sword and wisdom on his brow. And tens of thousands greeted him upon his natal day, when he, our glorious Orange chief, first landed at Torbay. Come, brethren of the Orange bond, a bond ne'er to be riven. Whene'er we give great William's name, a bumper must be given. For if you'd fire a fou de joie to him who victory won, come prime and load and see you get charge into your gun. The eloquence of bumpers full, there's nothing can surpass. There's not expresses kindred soul like friendship's social glass. And thus we give our song and toast with 3 times 3 huzzah, the memory of King William and his landing at Torbay. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay.